Tell you what, Ming, why don't we start and tell me what you're up to this week?
I did a walking bass with a pom-pom, the account with my right hand and practice singing together.
Okay, and what, so this is a written walking bass or improvised?
Improv.
Okay, so it's an improvised walking bass line in the left hand and chords comping in the right hand. And you're singing too. Okay, great. All right, and what tune were you working on?
Our love is here to stay.
Okay. All right, fine. We've been working with that for a little while. Does it feel like it's coming together for you? Oops, froze a little.
Sorry?
Oh, does it feel like that's coming together a little bit for you? Oops, you're frozen on the screen.
Yeah, it's frozen.
Okay, now I think we're back.
Okay.
Okay. Is that feeling like it's coming together for you?
Yeah, it's getting better.
Good. All right. So why don't you serenade us and let's take a listen and we'll see what's happening.
Me? Okay. I start or Harry start first?
You can start, me. Harry. I think Harry said.
Okay. Okay. Can you hear?
It could be a little louder, maybe, but I can hear.
Now?
Okay.
Okay.
Take it slow. Take it slow.
It's very clear our love is here to stay. Not for a year, but ever and a day. A radio and the telephone and the movies that we know may just be passing fancies and in time may go.
Yeah.
Oh my dear, our love is here to stay. Together we going a long, long way. In time the Rockies may crumble, Gibraltars may tumble. They only made of clay, but our love is here to stay.
Yeah. Wow.
Thank you.
Wow. Ming is swing.
Thank you for your teaching.
Hey, listen, how did that feel?
I feel very comfortable.
It sounded absolutely great. So much better because you're swinging really great now. Beautiful. Your pulse is great, very strong. Your swing, your bass line is great. The voicings are good. Everything beautiful. If you were going to improvise on that, do you feel you could with chords in the left hand, not a bass line?
Chords with left.
Like left hand chords and right hand improv.
The improv life will be a little bit ugly.
A little ugly? Okay. I can dig it. Well, can you just show me the ugly if you want to?
Okay.
You don't have to.
Let me see.
If you prefer not, that's okay too.
But it's just very childish playing.
Well, show me what it sounds like. Keep going. All right, let me stop you here. Okay. Okay, let me stop you here. Okay, now let's talk about how we can improve this. Okay, you have a good basic idea of what's going on. There's a couple of things that we can think of and practice, and some concepts we can use to improve this right away. So this is where the slice of pizza comes in. So you can write this down, okay? I can dictate something, and you can write this down. I think it would be helpful. So we're talking about improvising. Okay. Left-hand chords were fine in what you're doing. We want to talk about the right-hand improvising. The improvised line should be thought of as a flow of swing eighth notes, grouped in groups of 4, with a slight accent on the first of the 4. Can you read that back to me?
Thought of flow of swing.
Hey, Adrian, what's going on, brother? Oh, we have Adrian in Staffordshire, England, jazz capital of the UK. Good to see you, pal.
Yeah, you too. How are we doing? Okay.
All right. Hi. Good to see you. Okay, go ahead, Ming.
Yeah, thought of flow of swing 8 notes, group in 4th, with slight accent on the first of the group.
Right. So this is where the slice of pizza comes in, because if you say the term slice of pizza, that gives you an automatic group of 4, and there's a natural accent on the word slice when you say that. This is my, I don't know, absurd but extremely useful addition to jazz pedagogy. The only problem is that it works perfectly. So the most important part of the improv line is the rhythmic feel of it. Okay? And so this is the rhythmic feel that we're talking about, which is the flowing. So we want to think when you're improvising in the right hand that we have a flow of swing eighth notes. And we want to think that we're grouping them in groups of 4 with a slight accent on the first of the 4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate this for you now, okay? So this is, if you just think about this, now there's a lot, whenever we're talking about improvisation and creating improvised lines and all that, obviously it's a complicated subject. There's a lot of parts to it. And we can cover those parts, if you like, over time. But the most important part, and the thing that people usually don't get right, which is the most important thing to get right, is the flow of the swing eighth notes with the group of 4. If you know that that's what you're going for, it makes the whole thing easier and it makes it much better. Because most people, when they're improvising, are just kind of shooting around trying to find something. But if you understand some of the components of improvising before you do it, then that's going to help you to find where it's at. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over. Let's see if we can do this now. This is a little trick. All right, so now I'm going to switch over to my piano view. All right, there we go, upside down, but nevertheless interesting.
1, 2, 3, 4. Slice of pizza, slice of pizza. See, it's a very steady flow in the right hand. That's the difference. Steady flow. Slice of pizza, slice of pizza. We can start with short phrases. end of playing, it's the start of playing. It creates the backbone. One, two, three, four, one, two, three, four, one, two, three, four, one, two, three, four.
Okay, how did that work? Did people hear that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Did you understand what I was demonstrating?
Yes.
Okay, so that we want to have an intentional concept of this flow of eighth notes when we improvise, and that's going to put us in the right groove. And the right groove is everything. Okay, now we want to try this really slow. And there's other factors that we're going to study, like the right chord scales and the chromatics, all kinds of things here. But this will make a big improvement, I think, right away. So can we put a metronome on a slow tempo like 80? Ming? All right. So, okay. So we're going to just put a chord in the left hand. For the beginning, we're just going to put a simple chord in the left hand and hold it for the whole measure. And then we're going to concentrate on developing this flowing feeling in the right hand. All right. Okay. All right. Let's try this a little bit. So very
80.
slow, 80 on the metronome. Okay. 80. So it's very clear. 3, 4. Our love is here to stay. Very slow. Though we're right. And so we want to play the voicings just alone for a second.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's it. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Good. That's it. Then you're going to come to the end of the phrase and stop. Yeah. Go, go, go. That's sounding great. Go, go, go. That's beautiful. Nice. Yeah. Now end the lines in place and hold. Right. Keep it flowing. Don't lose the rhythm. That's it. Now you got it. Good. Then stop at the end of the phrase and hold. Hold the last note. Right. Keep moving, and then stop. Good. Hold. That's it. 1, 2. Beautiful. Nice. 2, 3, 4. 2. And the right. Beautiful.
Nice.
That's the way to play, my dear. All right, hold it, hold it. How did that feel?
Yeah, it's more smooth.
That's the way to play, my friend. That is the secret.
Yeah.
See, now look how good you're playing some really nice lines there. And I'm sure we could study more about the chord scales and all that kind of stuff. But even without that, when you get the right rhythmic concept, the whole thing opens up. So this is the right feel when you solo. This is how it should be. Now, I just add a couple of things and then move on. But this is what I want you to practice for next time. There's two principles. One is the flowing of the eighth note line, and the second is the stopping at the end of the phrase. So the eighth note line, we have 3 different lengths. A short line is 1 to 2 measures of continuous eighths. A medium line is 2 to 4 measures of continuous eighths. And a long line is 4 or more measures of continuous eighths. You got that? Hey, Steve.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up?
How you doing, man? Where you dialing in from?
North Palm Beach.
All right.
Yeah, usually it's sunny, but it's rainy today, so.
All right, good day to
Anyway.
be on the beach, I guess.
Yes, sir.
Good to see you, man. Okay. So the short line is 1 to 2, the medium line is 2 to 4, the long line is 4 or more, right? Okay.
Yes.
So what we want to do is we want to feel that flow of the steady swing eighths, and then we have to stop it. So it's a flow of steady swing eighths, but it doesn't go on forever. We have to end it at a certain point. When you end it, you always want to feel like you've just created a complete musical sentence. And then you hold the last note and wait. Okay? Okay, I'm going to demonstrate this. This is the key to improvisation.
Yeah.
This is like, it's like what I call the formula flow, phrase, breathe. Flow,
Yes.
phrase, breathe. This is like the MC squared, equals MC squared of physics. When it comes to improvisation, flow, phrase, breathe is the name of the game. That's how you do it. And once you get that concept, it makes everything a whole lot easier. And a lot of times, for a lot of people like yourself, it may just kind of get you doing it all of a sudden. You may actually know all you need to know. It's just that it hasn't been presented. The concept of how you organize it hasn't been presented. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, so let me try to, I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to mute this and I'm going to demonstrate. I'm demonstrating some different lengths of phrases and then how we stop at the end and then pause, and we want to make that phrase sound complete, right? Okay, let's give it a try.
All right. Slow tempo when you start is really important. Ba-dum-dum. I hold. There's my complete statement. I just run the chord changes. 1, 2. Slice of pizza pie. Did you say pie at the end? Slice of pizza. Keep it rolling. Make it flow, and then create a complete phrase. And then rest. Sometimes they're short, and I rest. I might have blown the changes. But the principle is there. Let's try another chorus, okay? Sometimes the lines are going to be short and then they'll end and feel complete. Sometimes they'll be long. It's very clear. Left hand calm for now. Our love is here to stay. Not for a year. Forever and a day. And the Rockies may tumble. There we go. Pause at the end of the phrase and I wait. Then I'll know where to start the next one. Let's do a long phrase, 4 measures or more. keep it flowing and make it melodic all the way through. You're just trying to make a melody out of it and keep it flowing. Then I'll stop it and it'll feel complete. There you go. 2, 3. Now a short phrase. That's improvising on this tune. Now, if I did it faster, you'll hear the groove. It's very clear. Same principle. Slice of pizza pie. All right. Oops, low battery. All right, we can fix that. All righty.
Great.
Sounded good.
Sounded fantastic.
Okay, was that, can you hear that clearly?
Yes.
Yes.
Did that make sense?
Yeah. Great.
Cool. This is the basic principles of improv. You got it? A little bit?
Yes.
So what I think we can work on for next time, Steve Rogers for everyone. Got you back. Okay, good.
Yep.
Okay, so you can. I want you to work on this principle for next time, very slowly for improvising, and then you see we can put a whole thing together. You know, it's very clear with the bass line and the whole thing, and then we can improvise, and then maybe we'll change the key, or maybe we'll do something else, and we'll make a complete arrangement out of this, and that's what you go on stage and perform. Okay, this is a great way to start it. Ultimately, you can do more improvisation and do less planning, but it's great to start it this way because it'll, and even, frankly, even once you get the hang of doing this, it's still going to work great. Even if you want to change it later and make it more free form, this way of organizing still works great, and many of the great jazz pianists and singers organize their performances like this.
Yeah.
Okay?